get yours here, buy here, or you must see this, right? Something like this, right? So all it is capturing people's attention. So it has the domain twice. It has I left the space there on purpose so that it creates a little break from the text. You publish it. Now if I scroll down, it's refreshing. While it's refreshing, let me look at the questions. I know there's a lot of questions coming in, and Domingo's trying to answer them. So do you need to do this for every product? I'm guessing this was recently, but yeah, this was recently. So you don't need to do it for every product, but you want to do it for every product that you're going to be selling. That's very, very important. You want to do it for every product that you're going to be selling. And even though it takes a few minutes, it actually is taking a little longer because I'm explaining step by step. You want to do that because this is what it takes to be able to get that type of result in order to be able to advertise the product. And imagine if one of these posts is going to generate you thousands of dollars in sales a month, it's definitely worth spending these minutes and doing it properly. So once it's done here's the ad. Amazing Deer leggings, 40% off today. Get yours here. If they click on the link, it's going to go right into the product page that we selected, right? And you can see it's probably closer to 33% off. So I'll fix that. But once you have a post here, I'll have to click on the post, right? I'm going to do this. In this post up here, this number here is related to this post for this particular ad. Typically, you wouldn't have to do this, but I'll explain why I'm copying that number. If I go back to the ads manager here, instead of saying create ad, I'm going to use existing post. And it's selecting the right Facebook page, white-tailed deer. And in this case, I want to select the post. Now, the post I just put is not here because I started this whole process before I posted the post that you guys just saw, right? The last one here was 4 hours ago. So what I can do is enter post ID that I just copied, submit it, and it'll give me an error. But did you mean this, right? So it already knows that this is what you meant. So I just copied this one here, pasted, and voila, right? The post that I just created, that we just created together, is here as an ad, right? It's already tracked the things you want to make sure that this is on. And ad name, I'm just going to say we created the post, the 329 deer leggings. And then that's it. You're ready. You already selected the ad. So this is the ad, right? So instead of creating one, you just selected a post. The post already has everything you need. And all you can do is confirm. When it's confirming, Facebook is going to go through and process it and make sure that everything has been properly done. And you're going to get this. Then you hit continue, right? And then if we click filters and we just look at active campaigns, well, it's not showing active yet, but this one is active, right? You can see it's on. And you click on it and you can go ahead and see the results is pending review, means that Facebook over the next few minutes, hours, will review the post and review the ad. And if it approves it, it started showing it to the people that you've selected in the audience group. Now, next week, we'll go more over into the results and the metrics and the KPIs that you want to be tracking on a daily basis or weekly basis with these ads. Next week, you'll probably see a few more ad sets for the same product because we want to show you guys different examples. And next week, we'll start going over, according to our presentation, we're going to start going over some of the advanced strategies. So when we start talking about custom audiences and lookalike audiences, myself or Domingo will start going over that next week to kind of discuss the details of what that looks like. Because once we start generating traffic into the store, right, this means here that we're spending $10 every day from now until next week when we show you what happens when people start responding to the ad, they start commenting on the post, and they start ultimately going to the store and considering the possibility of buying those leggings. And it will be really awesome if we get a sale between now and then so you can see what that looks like. And we'll work to show you the different metrics between now and then. And then next week and the week after, we'll start discussing the final details of the process. That once you have a store that's done and it has the product and it has everything that it needs, and you start advertising, we want to show you how to properly fulfill orders, how to properly make sure that you are staying on top of the tasks necessary in your business to be able to process orders and respond to customer service issues and all that. But we'll talk about all that later, because I think we also want to show you some advanced strategies on how to be able to get very, very inexpensive help to be able to do this. So that was the main content for this week. I'm going to look at some of the questions that are coming in here. How many products should you have in your store? Again, there are stores that have had $1 million sales with one product. There are stores that have thousands of products and also do millions of dollars. So it kind of depends on what you're targeting, what kind of products you want to be selling. I'd say start off with somewhere between 20 to 50 products. Make sure that a product page or a collection within your store is not completely blank. You want to have at least 7 to 10 products in one page. So if you have one piece of jewelry, don't just have one piece of jewelry, have 7 to 10 pieces, so that it doesn't look completely empty. And that is the process. That is the process. And the more you do it, the easier it will become. And it's really cool because maybe not every single product that you put out there in the marketplace will generate sales, but every single product that you put out in the marketplace will give you data that will teach you what your audience, what your niche is looking for. They'll engage with some products and not engage with others. They'll comment on one, but not on others. They'll buy one product and not others. And you start learning what's valuable for that marketplace, for that niche, for that industry that you're targeting, for those interests that you're targeting, and you start getting better and better. So thank you guys for your comments. I am looking at this here really quick. You have 6 collections with different products with a larger niche. Should I do an ad for each niche? So Kathleen, thank you for that question. I would recommend start off with one of those niches and find those 2 or 3 products that you want to start advertising. We would recommend, if you have the time, to start advertising 2 to 3, maybe 5 products a week. If they don't start generating results right away, and we'll talk about that next week. So don't get too caught up in all the specifics about when to turn off ads, how to do more ads, how to advertise different products, because Domingo or I will cover that next week on the advanced Facebook strategies on what to look for and how to start scaling your advertising. But for the time being, if you simply do what we did and you do it for a few products and you do a few ad sets for that product, targeting different audiences, and you look at the metrics. So the metrics really quick, I want to go back to this because I do think that this is important for you between now and next week, is in this section here, I know Domingo covered this past couple of weeks, under columns here, if you click column, you can customize your column. And if you customize your column, you're going to get a window here with all kinds of different metrics that are available for Facebook. And it can be overwhelming. But at the end of the day, what you're looking for is a few different things. Website, so you're definitely looking for website content views, right? You're looking for cost per website add to cart, right? You're looking for website add to carts. You're looking for website purchases. You're looking for cost per website purchase. You're looking for, and then some of these cost per results, you don't need budget, you don't need impressions, you don't need reach. I wouldn't recommend necessarily having results, also delivery errors, right? So asset, budget, amount spent, you don't need ends, you don't need a schedule because you have it ongoing. Relevant score is important, but you want to have it at the end. So you want to have website content views. Another thing that's very important is your CTR or your click-through rate. So I recommend having CTR all and unique link click-through rate. So unique CTR for link click, right? And have that towards the top, right? So unique CTR means that what's the click-through rate of people seeing the ad to people actually clicking on the link. That's important. CTR all means it gives you a better idea of just a percentage of people that are seeing your ad, how many of them are clicking on the picture to see the picture, how many of people are liking the post, commenting on the post, right? That kind of CTR is important. So that CTR all gives you that information. Website content views will be tracked by your pixel. So what does that mean? It means that Facebook will track when somebody visits your store. And there's a couple others that you want to have, but these are the main ones, especially for this between now and next week. If you start advertising, start looking at the CTRs, start looking at the website content views, and the cost per. As a matter of fact, I think there's got to be a cost per content view. Let me see here. Cost per website content view, also very important. So how much is it costing you for somebody to go onto your website and see the website, right? So these will be the main ones. You probably want to take a screenshot of it so that you can do something very similar to yours. So I'll leave it up for a second so you can take a screenshot of it. All right. And then down here, you can save as a preset, and we're just going to call it force. Just make it easier. Force of nature stats. Now you can call them main stats. Right. And then apply. Actually, save as preset. I don't know why it's not showing the click here on, at least on my computer, but nonetheless, it works. Click apply, and then here it is. Force of nature, main stats, CTR all, amount spent, unique CTR, website content views, how much is it costing you per content view. These are important stats, right? So this is what you want to start tracking. Now, if you don't feel comfortable leaving it, spending $5 or $10 a day, right, and you're not getting any sales or not getting any results, it's okay. Feel free to turn it off. You can click on this and turn it off. And then next week, when we start going over the specifics, maybe I'll give you more information so that you can take it to the next level and try it again. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results or the results that you're expecting, because again, this is a iteration process that takes learning. If we look at some of the stuff here, right? I just want to look at really quick the Owls Kids betting set, right? For all stocks, okay, $800 were spent. If I look at this really quick here and I look at, right, the app is still on, but the campaign is off. So the campaign is off, so it's not running. Let's look at the different stats, right? Website content views, how many people have actually went and gone to the site? The unique link CTR, right? This one is 6.4%. It's really high. This one's only 2%, but it still can be profitable. Why? Because it's only costing $3 for add to cart. Now $3 is a little higher than some, but lower than others. This one's $6.58. If you keep scrolling and we look at the ones that just looking at this example alone, right? So we can look at another example next week, but just so you guys can get familiar with the numbers that you could see. This right here generated 51 orders, and it only cost $5.66 per order. That's profitable. That's amazing. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at the ad sets and looking at the stats for next week. So, this is really important. I think we covered so much information over the last hour and a half, but it's just pretty amazing that we've had so much information covered. I know it's a lot. So this webinar is being recorded. Like we mentioned, we'll circle back with iPro to make sure that you have a way of getting the feedback and getting the recordings in some way. But again, that will be up to iPro. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I know it's been a lot of information, but I know it's been very, very valuable, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I know Domingo is there. I think he answered a lot of the questions that you guys were asking. I'm not sure if he's still on the line. All right. I know he's answering questions, so I think he's muted. But nonetheless, I thank you all. I think we answered so many questions tonight, so it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for being on tonight, and we look forward to connecting again next week so we can get right into the advanced strategies of Facebook advertising, and we can start showing you some of the results and what that looks like, what to look out for, and even maybe what other advertising products or other products that we could advertise. So again, thank you all for being on tonight. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to talking to you guys next week. Bye-bye for now.